Hey guys, I hope you can see me. Give you guys a chance to come on. It's weird, the lighting's off. Give you guys a little bit of a chance to come on, but I really just wanted to come on today to talk about something that I've really been feeling into a lot and passionate about, because so many of you guys and people in general do not actually have a vision. And there's even been times for myself, my own business, where this is something that I've lost track of. And the thing about humans in general is that if we don't have something that we're actually working toward and we don't know exactly what we want, then our energy in general is really wishy-washy. And we're just doing things to do them. And a lot of times in business, this can be a trap that you may not have had in the beginning and you fall into later once you're already making money, or that it's keeping you from actually ever moving forward and making money in your business, is not truly knowing what you're looking to create, what your vision is, what is pulling you. Because if you look at humans in general, if we don't have something that's pulling us forward, then anything can come in there. All the drama and everything else can stop us, right? So a lot of things that you do to have a highly successful business they take some work, right? Especially in the beginning, it takes quite a bit of work. And it takes getting outside of your comfort zone. It takes doing things that perhaps, like you wouldn't necessarily want to do if you didn't have a bigger, vision that was actually driving you forward. And this is the place that most people get stuck. Now, if you take the time, and this is something I was talking about with, some of our masterminders today, if you take the time to really, really get clear on what you want, both short-term, long-term is a little bit harder, right? Because there's certain dreams that you may have, but they're pretty far off. And I think what a lot of people do is they do the vision, visioning for the long-term thing, but not for the short-term. So there's nothing in place for you to actually take the smaller steps to get where you want to go. And usually that ends up being a wishy-washy energy, staying stuck for, unlimited amounts of time, and getting pulled in a million directions, because anytime that something comes up that, is drama or pulls you another way, you're not having a strong enough drive and vision to not allow that to stop you. So I know, if you look at athletes who made the Olympics, right, they have a really big dream, they have a really big vision, and there's probably things that could have stopped them too. But because that was what they were working toward and they had the emotional connection to it, they chose to put it first. So it's the same with your business. And if you notice that, either at different times you set a goal and you don't hit your goals, or maybe even you're feeling a little bit lost or stale or bland, or, you've kind of been stuck in the same space for a really long time, a good chance is that you really don't actually have a very clear vision. And if you do have a vision and you're still stuck, then it means that you have a lot of blocks and you're not really, there's some part of you that doesn't want what you say you want, because you're not doing whatever it takes. So here's the other thing too, right? So if you have a really clear vision and you're being pulled toward that vision and you know exactly what you're doing, you actually don't need to know exactly what you're doing. You know exactly where you're going. Then you will be the most resourceful person ever. You will find the right opportunities. You will find the right mentors. You will do what it takes. You will take the actions. You'll take actions even when they're challenging. If you're terrible at delivering your message and you're not good at communicating online, you'll learn how to do that. You'll figure out a way to get, ads or whatever it is that you feel, you need in the process. People who have a vision and nothing can stop them, they're very resourceful and they find the way, and they don't let drama, pull them from their bigger picture. But those who are stuck all the time tend to be trying to get some arbitrary thing that doesn't matter, like say 10K months or something like that. But that's not a vision. That's just an arbitrary goal that, without knowing what that would look like for you or what you're going to have in the process, you'll never hit it. And even if you did hit it, it would be, in the most long and, convoluted type of way. So the truth is, the vision generally isn't just a bottom line number per month, because there's a lot more to it. It has to be how your business is going to look, how you're serving people, how you're showing up, how, and it can have some monetary things as well too. Your vision could be that you're making a lot more money, you're serving more people, you have more support in your business, you have more support in your life, you have mentors that, finally get you, things like that, right? It could have those pieces that are part of it. But really, to get a certain result, you have to change your behavior. You can't have the result that you want once you get clear in your vision with what you're doing now, because right now your vision is not a reality, right? So it's I'm just going to give you guys a couple tips on this, on how to start to create from, this is basically creating from desire, creating from purpose, And it's a much more effective way, I found, than just trying to, create because someone else says that would be cool, or it seems like it would be less stressful, something like that. If you don't have a strong vision and you don't have something you're working toward, you just end up getting pulled in all kinds of directions and you never go anywhere, because basically, even if you look at laws of the universe, if you have a very clear cut thing that you're telling the universe you want, and you show up for the action, so you're available for that to actually occur, that is going to work. If you are wishy-washy in your energy and you're kind of taking whatever comes your way and you're hoping that, you'll just make money or that you'll be successful somehow without having to get uncomfortable or do things differently, it is not going to work. I promise you, it's not going to work. I definitely tried that for several years the wrong way. So, if you really do want to get to a space where you have a business that lights you up and you're out of the frustration and you are not available for some of the things that you've been available for, which is probably drama of your own creation too, then you have to be willing to get super clear. And also notice when you get really clear in your vision, are there parts of it that you're afraid of? Are there things that you don't want on some level as much as you do want them, or even a little bit? That will stop you. So that's kind of the message I had today. I'm going to, it was just something we were working on, and it's so important, and it's really not something that most of you guys who are not where you want to be and not feeling the way you want to feel in your business, because the vision is how you feel too, right? It's the people you're working with, the way that you're impacting people, the way you're showing up, the way your life feels to you, because the truth of the matter is we're all looking for feelings. Hey, Jazz. We're all looking to feel a certain way, and we're all looking to have a certain, because let's take a look at life, right? You don't have to do anything in particular. There is no, the end game is, we're all going to die and move on, right? But we're all looking to feel a certain way, and we're all looking to feel fulfilled. We're all looking to feel happy. We're all looking to feel a sense of inner peace and not, in a state of constant stress or frustration or unhappiness and so a lot of it is in inner game, right? You have your mindset game, but a big portion of it is to understand the way the universe works. And if you are very clear on what you want and you're willing to do what it takes to have that and you're open to receive it, which probably means you're going to have to do things that scare you and things that you're not comfortable with yet to have it. But if you're available to do whatever it takes until it takes, it's not going to take all that much, right? It's going to come to you. And if you have a very clear vision of where you're going, and I would break that down into actually quarterly segments, because a 10-year vision is too far off. It's too far off in your energy, and you've got to create this, those little steps in the meantime to get there. So that's what a lot of people do, is we have this pie in the sky big vision of, hey, I want to make 10 million a year, but you're not even making 100,000 a year, and, have this, and this. And so it's really about getting really clear on the visions, that you're creating for the next 3 months, and maybe at most the next year or so, and then hitting those milestones, doing what it takes, staying open, seeing if you're blocked to having what you want. And that also is really important, and making sure that you feel the feelings around it, right? When you're doing your visioning process, go into it, go into meditation and actually feel how you will feel. If you have resistance there, notice it. Do the mindset work around it, because you might. If you don't have what you want right now and you actually know what you want, there is resistance there. It might be that you just have never, for a lot of people, it's just you've never really gotten clear and asked for what you want. You're just waiting around and hoping, things make you feel better or that you like what you're doing or something like that. And that's not how it works. You decide. The first thing is you decide what it is you're creating. You commit to creating that. And then, of course, when you're 100% committed and open and willing to do what it takes, the ideas, the people, the support are going to come there for you. And if you, reach out, take actions on a regular basis, you may not know all of the steps to get there, but you'll be resourceful. You'll figure it out. You have to be willing. You might have to invest in yourself. You have to invest in yourself emotionally. You have to invest in yourself, literally invest in yourself, and also stay committed to that big vision. So if something comes and tries to pull you away from the thing that you're working toward, you got to say, am I looking at the big picture today, and I'm going to, take those actions that are going to bring me toward my dreams, or am I going to let some little drama that's really just a distraction pull me off course? You're much less likely when you're highly committed and you're, focused on purpose and, completely in your vision. You're less likely to get pulled in a million ways and get lost, because really what that is self-sabotage. It's just self-sabotage. And a way to, our ego does that to us. It lets us do all these other things that we can even lie to ourselves sometimes and say that it's truly helping or doing anything or necessary. But is it? Almost never. So that was my message today. I'm going to come back in and do some psychic biz advising for you guys in about 1 second. But I like to break it up so it's not on the same, post. So I'll come back in and do another live. So if you want some coaching right now, wait for me. All right. Bye, guys.